Yeah.
Defensive line holding is incredibly weird. Like I get how they call it. I get like I kind of understand the premise. It has to be incredibly difficult to see a defensive lineman holding. And it's not like this year isn't the first time it's been called. I think it got called 54 times last year, or on 54 different individuals. It's been called on 16 individuals this year. Chris Jones, I know of, has two. Derrick Nnadi got that one against the Jags.
Specifically, like holding on defensive linemen.
Yes, specifically.
That number seems
Um,
extremely high.
we have had
Yeah.
one each of the last three games. Derek Nnadi had his one against the Jaguars. Chris Jones has had it in the two prior games to that. I just think it's incredibly weird. I get the call, like you're holding offensive linemen in place. You're not allowing them to move freely. I get the call. I just don't necessarily like it. I think it's fun, not just like a Chiefs thing. I just don't as a former offensive and defensive lineman. I think it's an incredibly weird call to make.
Not
It
even
has to
just
be
that call,
incredibly
but
difficult.
all the weird calls they've been making this year and all the non-calls they've been making this year, there's no consistency and they just look horrible in any game. It's not even just Homer for Chiefs right now. It's just any game. The refs have not looked good at all this year.
There's been like a lot of non-calls on pass interferences. There's been a lot of them have happened on the Chiefs. They should have been called on the Chiefs. Quite a few of them in the Jaguars game. Like it's just um the I think there was one leverage call that got called earlier in the season. I think week one it got called, but it hasn't been officiated the same way in any other game. There should like if they're going to call it that way, there should have been a lot more leverage calls called from week two to week five that haven't been or what it's just been refs have been bad. I don't like it.
Yeah, you hate that that has to take any part of our like analysis narrative away from like what players did. Like it's just annoying to have to deal with.
And I get it. Like I'm usually not one to be like, hey, the refs are impacting the game, like or whatever. Like sometimes it
But if they're
happens.
missing shit everywhere, like I mean,
Exactly. Yeah, like I'm never going to sit here and go, oh, the Chiefs lost a game because the refs were bad, or this team lost a game because the refs were bad. But I think when it's bad across the board, I think it needs to be addressed. I don't know. I don't think the NFL will do anything. Um, I think it's been really bad.
I mean, what would even be the fix for this? Like, is there even a fix?
I mean, it's the same thing that we've been calling for every single year. The one
You said
the
like give them,
easiest,
make them like full-time
make them
employees or
fucking
whatever.
full-time
Yeah.
employees. That's it. I don't know how it's that incredibly difficult to do. The NBA does it. Soccer has full-time referees. NFL, make them full-time employees. It's not that hard. Make that their only job. We've got a guy who's a lawyer as a white hat ref in the NFL. What are we doing? Pick a job. Be a lawyer or be a ref. What are we doing?
You can't do both, man.
Can't do both.
I mean, it's just it's frustrating when I don't know, the bigger conversation, it like the NFL's viewership dwarfs all other sports in this country, yet like they don't pay players as much as baseball or basketball, and we have this issue with the refs every year. So
Oh, we also
like
have
we're billions of dollars in profit for the NFL, and we can't shell out some extra money to make sure the product is as good as it could be on the field.
yeah,
No, this is how they get the fans talking about everything, though, is bad refs.
yeah. You're not wrong. That dominates Twitter every Sunday.
A bunch of people
Every
just
Sunday.
threatening to not watch and then continuing to watch. Like,
Every
I can't
time.
watch this shit anymore. Still there
It's in
next week.
next still there Thursday, Sunday, and Monday. Every week.
Sometimes Saturday, sometimes Wednesday. You never know.
Paying for all the platforms.
You know what
Even
else has
even
been bad all year? You know what else has been bad all year? Tie Bob's
Bengals O
just the
line.
tips.
Oh yeah,
How
mine
how
have
was
been.
last week for you?
Just
Want a little recap?
yeah, a little
We
recap
didn't
here. The
even
just
pass
the
a grade, and
tips.
he already knows that he had to pass it
Oh
up.
yeah, I mean,
He
well,
didn't.
you guys just gave me the laugh. You guys gave me the laughing emoji, and that's all I needed. I thought it was going to be hot, man. I thought it was going to be good. Kyler Murray left early in the third quarter. He ended up putting 15 points. If he had played the whole second half, maybe not so bad. Amari DiMarcado told you to start him. He had 6.1 points. Could have had a 20
Whew.
point game if he didn't drop the football in the end zone on a 76-yard run. Would have had
Bad
a
pick.
20-point
Bad
game.
pick.
It's crazy.
Matter of fact, if you want to talk about that, that was a touchdown. If we go back and look at that, like he still had control on the goal line before he dropped it. Could have been a touchdown.
Ball's
Horrible
not
call.
moving in his hands. He's just starting the process of
Horrible
letting it
call.
go.
Like, dude, it's sitting in
Ball is in the palm
right
of his
here.
hand as it breaks the plane of the goal line.
That's a touchdown
Like,
every time.
I
That's
don't know.
incredible that they
Like
got that call so
it's
wrong.
it's it's like that because he was doing something stupid, they wanted to punish him for it, and like they ended up punishing something that was like inevitably an actual touchdown. Like I I don't know.
It's bad.
It's
Um,
dumb.
on it, Kyler Murray's points weren't that bad for a starting quarterback. Is what it is. I'd consider that okay. Obviously not great, not what you want. Chris Godwin ended up getting 4 targets. I think he caught 3 of his 4 targets, but didn't really do much with it. 5.6 points. 2 hits on the stardom. Jalen Waddle 24 points. AJ Barner 24.3 in your tight end spot. It's exactly what you want. Hit
AJ
on both
Barner
of
was a
those.
hell of a call too.
I'll give you that one there.
Dude knows ball. Bench had Dylan Gabriel 16 points first game. That's actually pretty decent. Did more than who I told you to start, even though he missed half a game. Not bad. Things are looking up maybe for Dylan Gabriel. We'll see. Derrick Henry 9 points. Great sit. Fantastic job.
Got down way
JS
too big, too fast.
Yep.
Way too big, too
JSN
fast.
had nothing through 3 quarters. Absolutely nothing. And then decided to pop off. He got 28.2 points. Fantastic. Jamar Chase literally had nothing through 3.5 quarters. He had like 2 to 4 catches, no yards, and then gets that big old touchdown, ends up with 31 points. He had 16.2 points combined in the
There's no
previous
way
2 weeks.
he had nothing through 3.5 and ends up with 31.
Yeah, dude, he
No
had
way.
nothing. He had nothing.
He had like
And
four
then
points, maybe.
decided to go off. Yeah, he had like 4 to 6 points in the first 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter he ends up with 31. Love it. Um, Darren Waller ended up with 18.8 points. Wasn't a great sit. But to be completely honest, he also did have 0 targets in the second half. So all 18 points came in the first half. Don't expect that to
You
happen too much
you
longer.
didn't have that many hits.
No, not really.
It's an F. That's why it's going to Sean.
Yeah, big F right there. I love the effort, though. You really
I'll be
were.
back because these guys also suck at this. I'll be back. Don't worry.
Hey, you
And
were
then we'll get it
swinging for the
locked in.
fences. You were really swinging for the
Try,
fences,
trying to
but
have fun. Trying to have fun. Something
this
that
is gonna be
you're
the
not good
first.
at.
Please, bitch. It's just the tips back with the original guy here.
I'll be
Start him
up
here
soon though. I'll be up
at
soon.
least at least 2 more weeks. Right
Nah.
here, quarterback,
F.
guy that screwed me with Tybo starting him. I'm gonna go and start
F.
him this week. Caleb Williams against the Commanders. After having a terrible finish to the game last year and really screwing their whole entire season up after losing on the Hail Mary to the Commanders, I think Ben Johnson's going to be pretty creative helping Caleb Williams out, and Caleb's going to have a fantastic day against a average to mediocre defense with the Commanders. Big revenge game right here. He had a big week last week. I don't know if he's going to have as big of a game this week, but he's still going to contribute major to his team. Rico Dowdle versus the Dallas Cowboys. Revenge game. Nothing else to say about that. He's ready to go. A few stardoms for wide receivers here. Shout out to Ty Bob Sidham last week, Jamar Chase. Easy start him this week. He has an elite quarterback on his team now. Doesn't have Jake Browning throwing him the ball. He has Joe Flacco, baby.
Going to be
Start
even
him.
worse. You expect they're going to have to put Joe Flacco at the distance of what their punter usually sits at,
I was
just
about
so
to
he
say
can have
Joe
enough
Flacco's gonna have
time.
to hit a lot of quick hitters,
Hey,
brother, because he's not gonna move
they're
at all.
just
And the
going
wait
to have
for it.
to
defense
It'll
is gonna be
surprise you.
all over him.
It's going to
put
surprise you
him
this weekend.
15 yards back and have the long snapper be his center because he's going to have absolutely no time with his limited mobility.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
We'll
That was more
see.
just a joke. Shout out to you. But really, Calvin Ridley against the Raiders. I don't like the Raiders secondary. I think Calvin Ridley is actually showing up, getting a lot more catches over the past few weeks, so I expect that to continue this week against the Raiders.
He read the
And
he read the fantasy article that somebody heard the head coach say we're gonna find ways to use Calvin Ridley in this offense. So
I
lots of
definitely
people
did
out
not see
there,
that.
including me in one of my leagues, banking on that statement. Calvin Ridley is back.
you
I'm
can't
banking on
trust
that
head
statement
coaches.
in two leagues, so this is really
Yeah.
all for me right
You
now.
can't trust head coaches. What are we doing?
Well,
Tight end Mason Taylor against the Denver Broncos. I like this a lot because Mason Taylor has come on strong the past few weeks as being a big target for Justin Fields in there in New York. He's getting well over double-digit points every single for the past 2 weeks, anyways. Double-digit points. I expect that trend to continue, especially against the Broncos. They have a great secondary, but I think Mason Taylor, big enough guy, strong enough guy, he's going to get open and high point the ball a lot in this game. Moving on to the situms here. Boomer Sooner, baby. Kyler Murray. Sit him this week. Man got concussed from a snap. Sit him.
Hamstring. The hamstring.
He got concussed from the snap. We all saw it.
The hamstring.
Running back Jalen Warren
well,
against the
I mean, if
Browns.
he's injured, is he even gonna play? Like what?
No, he's gonna play. He did not really get concussed, but
Okay, so kind of an obvious sit him there. No.
He's gonna
no,
play.
Kyler
He's
Murray.
going
It's
to play.
against the Colts. Yeah, he's gonna play, but he's playing the Colts. Don't start him. Jalen Warren against the Browns. Go ahead and sit him there. Browns have the best rushing defense in the NFL. I don't expect him to do a whole lot. He really hasn't done a whole lot this year, but go ahead and sit him, even if you were thinking about that. Surprise wide receiver here. Garrett Wilson against the Broncos. Broncos have a fantastic defense. You got Pat Surtain in the secondary, probably guarding Garrett Wilson all day. And I don't see Justin Fields really finding Garrett a whole lot in this game. And finally, tight end Sam Laporta against the Chiefs. Chiefs are great against the tight ends. Tybo said that whenever he was on Just the Tips. I like it as well this week. Sam Laporta, go ahead and sit this week. That was just the tip, baby.
Yeah, dude, I have a league where I have both Dalton Kincaid and Sam Laporta. Last week
Oh.
I started both of them and it worked out, but this week I'm sitting Sam Laporta not because of what Sean said, but
No, it's because of what I said.
no, I'm sitting Sam Laporta and leaving Dalton Kincaid in the lineup, even though he's facing Atlanta, who's also I think they're number one against giving up fantasy points to tight ends. So I'm kind of rolling the dice here a little bit.
I'm benching Sam Laporta for AJ Barter.
Let's go. Look at
Bold
that.
move.
Look at that. You guys are listening.
I did
Finally.
it. I did it hours ago,
We
by the way.
yeah, we've done this before you
The
had
listeners don't know that.
They do now.
we're telling them.
Can they trust you though? There's a lot of
We
time
can't
before
trust
Sunday.
you
Are you shitting me?
because this
Get
this
out of here.
move's gonna come back to bite us. Sam Laporta is gonna have three
That's
Sam
touchdowns
on,
Laporta's
against
that's
gonna
the
go
on you guys then. That
off.
is on you.
Oh shit! How are your
That's
guys'
a
fantasies
solid.
going?
I am first in two leagues.
I hope you're
Third,
not counting the ESPN league because nobody's really first in that league.
no, we're tied for first in one league
The like
with
the
six other people.
entire top half over the top half of the league is 3-2. It's kind of comical.
Oh, dude, for top eight teams out of a 12-man team are all
Yeah,
3-2.
it's crazy.
Speaking of which, I'm playing you this week and about to go 4-2, so gonna love seeing that.
Should I start both running backs in the Seattle backfield? Because
Yeah.
I've had for 2 weeks in a row, Zach Charbonnet scored zero point 0.4 more than Kenneth Walker. But last week it was a little more drastic. So the trend is like worsening. Zach Charbonnet is outscoring Kenneth Walker, even though Kenneth Walker usually has more yards.
Yeah, Charbonnet is more towards the goal line type of guy. He's going to get all the scores, but Kenneth Walker will get a lot of points. I say go for it.
Should you start them
Unless you,
both?
yeah, screw it. Handicap yourself.
I'm in first in all but one league that I'm in second in, and all four leagues I have the most points for by a mile.
Okay. And
Listen,
none of
man,
them is going to end up in a championship for you, just so you
All
know.
of them. I'm winning all of them.
You're not going to.
I'm making bank this year.
It's gonna look great until you're even though it's not like the last game of the season, your players are gonna start like checking out, saving themselves for the playoffs and not trying real hard. And you're gonna have duds in the fantasy playoffs.
Could happen. Wouldn't be the first
It will
time.
happen. It definitely will
It
happen.
will happen.
I don't expect it to. I make sure that I draft morally good players, not just athletically good. So when they're out on the field, they're giving
Man,
100%.
that's tough. And I
They've
That's
mean,
got they've
really
got
tough.
they've
you're
got
limiting
they've got
yourself
they've got strong characteristics.
with
That's why
no.
you drafted
I've
Rasheed
seen
in
your at least
Dynasty.
your dynasty team, brother. That is not true.
Oh, name them. Who is it?
We don't need to get any further into this. Game to watch. Sean, this was Sean's idea again.
That's not my idea. It's my week to choose game to watch again. Since you were so terrible at this, we're
You
gonna go ahead and go with the Chargers versus
your last
Dolphins.
game to watch
Chargers,
wasn't shit.
you had two bad weeks in a row. Let me get two bad weeks in a row. We'll go with
I've at
that.
least had one good call.
Out of how many weeks? Four?
I don't know, but
Four, yeah. That's not good.
yeah.
One out of four. Chargers versus Dolphins. Dolphins are 4.5
Yeah,
point
listen to that
underdogs at
pick. Listen
homes.
to that pick. Chargers Dolphins.
You picked Vikings Bengals with Carson Wentz and Jake Browning playing. I don't want to hear it.
In London.
There was a lot of
In
points
London
scored.
at eight by one team on their defense.
That's what's gonna happen here.
For what team?
You tell me. It's your game to watch.
Chargers Dolphins. Chargers are struggling against anybody outside of the AFC West. Will that continue against the Dolphins, even though they're favored? They have a lot of running back injuries right now. Lad McConkey's finally coming around a little bit. Keenan Allen is a still fantastic player for him. Dolphins are finally figuring something out on offense. Jalen Waddle, will he have another big week this week? Is Darren Waller still the safety valve for Tua? There's a lot going on this game. Defense is not the best. Chargers definitely a lot better. They also are missing pretty much their whole entire offensive line. It's going to be a battle. I think it's going to be a high scoring affair, and I think the Chargers are still going to end up charging this game somehow in the end. But Dolphins can dolphin it away as well. So
Dude,
it's really who's going to
shut
do who worse
What are we
in this
talking
game.
about? You missed a big storyline from this.
we
Not
were
only is the offensive line really bad for the Chargers right now due to injuries, they're now down their top two running backs, Najee Harris and
I
Amari. And
I said
not
they had running back problems.
call it out, brother, because Najee Harris is
I had
done
a
for
lot
the
to get
year.
to, man.
well, no,
He might be done for his
we were
career.
so close to some like some decent analysis out of Sean, and then he sums it up with the Chargers are
Chargers
going
will
to charge you
Charger.
this game away,
The
but don't worry, the
Dolphins will
Dolphins could
Dolphin.
dolphin it away. Like what the
So
hell,
we're
dude?
so close. Give him a
It,
fine for quarterback
it
speak. That's his. That's his.
it's the end of that Family Guy skit where they Brian does like a really stupid run at the end of the song, and the guy in the crowd's like, "Well, I didn't like any of that." Like the whole like the main part of it sounded really good until you got to the end and it sounded stupid as fuck.
Is
Yeah,
that
there
not
I
what we're
said
trying
it.
to do on this show?
Huh?
Is that now what we're trying to do on this show?
Give him another fine for behind the bit.
Yeah.
Jeez. Come
Jesus
on.
Christ. Jesus Christ, leave me
Ah,
alone.
golly.
Oh, not
Just
everybody
giving
knows how
out
to
the
do
bits out
everything.
here. No, they're down. Najee Harris is out for the remainder of the year. His career might be over. Achilles are very difficult to come back from. Don't really know what's going on with Amari and Hampton, but he's on IR, so he's out for at least the next 4 weeks. So they've got who's that? Hassan Hiddick, I think, and then Vidal, something like that. Vidal and Hassan are their next two backs up, probably running back by committee. Uh, that doesn't look good over there. That doesn't look good at all. Glad McConkey's not involved. I think the Chargers are in a really bad spot. Dolphins, surprisingly, are looking very good out of no, not like I shouldn't say very good.
Yeah,
They
hold up
looked
there,
they
man.
looked better until they ran up against the Panthers, and then they didn't look good at all. They've got a lot of defensive problems. They really cannot stop the run. I think their DBs are playing a little bit better, but the defensive line is horrible. couldn't stop Rico Dowdle. Only team in the history of the league that couldn't ever stop Rico Dowdle.
About to be
Um,
the Cowboys as well. Did you hear the stardom? The
yeah, we'll
revenge
see.
game.
Um,
I well,
I
Rico Dowdle having a good week last week is part of why I think the Chargers are fine at running back. Like there's athletes out there everywhere, and like someone's gonna step up at the running back position. The worst part is the injury to their offensive line, and that's where like passing the ball, to be honest, is probably gonna be harder for them than running the ball against the Dolphins. Like Dolphins aren't great, so.
I do think this is a very good call on a game to watch. It's definitely not going to be a game of the week. It's probably going to be a battle of
No
two
way.
really bad teams going on here. Not, I mean, the Chargers have obviously started well, but with the injuries, offensively and defensively, I don't think they're nearly where they were in week one. It's not even close. So it'll be a fun game. There will be a lot of turnovers. I think there will be some fumbles, some interceptions. We'll get a good game back and forth. I think the line is a little ridiculous at 4.5, especially seeing where the Chargers are with injuries. But it should
And
be
they
an
lost to the
exciting one.
Giants. They lost to the Giants as well. Don't forget that.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
Giants, man.
They're playing tonight, by the way.
They're gonna lose tonight too.
Losing tonight.
Don't forget that.
I'm
Jackson
I'm
Dart.
perfect. Like I'm perfectly fine with them losing, even if it's the Eagles, because I don't like them. I don't like the hype around them. All the aura was lost after 1 week. Fuck the Giants, man.
Stop disrespecting the Giants, dude. You
I
you just
will.
hate ball. You just hate
I
ball.
hate their ball. Yeah,
It's not good ball, man.
not good ball.
You know what will be good ball? First game of the week here. 49ers versus Buccaneers. I believe George Kittle's off IR, so he may be playing in this game. I haven't heard otherwise. Have you guys heard anything about George?
I don't
I've
think he
not
likes
heard
football,
anything
man.
about
He's
George.
not going to play.
Oh, well, if he's out no matter what. Brock Purdy's back in this week. It looks like. Again, he is still very injury riddled, so
Don't
who
care.
knows what will happen with him. Uh,
Ayuk's
they're
still
just
out.
seeing Ayuk still out, but they're just seeing how much of a mistake they made whenever they could have drafted Mac Jones instead of Trey Lance. He had a
They got all
fantastic
kinds of
week last
receivers,
week.
bro. They got Demarcus Robinson over there. They're cool.
Oh yeah, Demarcus Robinson. Who else?
Don't
Sky
worry about them.
Sky
Moore. Sky Moore. MVS. Oh, perfect receivers out there for Mac Jones. But then you get the Buccaneers, who are favored by 3 at home. They're in it until the very last play of every single game. Baker Mayfield has taken this down to the very last drive, no matter what happens in
Elite.
every single game. Gunslinger, I would say. I'm
Elite.
not going elite yet. He is a fantastic quarterback. He is proving me wrong year after year. He still sucks because he's from OU. Screw you, Ty Bob. He is the best OU quarterback that is in the league right now. But will the Bucs keep it close until the very end, or will they actually do something about this game and put the 49ers in their place a little bit with how bad they are playing this year, especially on offense? I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. I haven't heard anything about Bucky if he's playing or not. From what I've seen for projections for fantasy, Rashad White looks like he's projected for about 20 fantasy points, so it looks like he's gonna be playing most of the game. Bucky's probably gonna miss this week as well. But then again, you got Emeka Egbuka, Chris Godwin, Sterling Shepard had a touchdown last week. You got a fantastic offense around Baker. He's going to sling that ball around. The 49ers defense is looking a lot better with old Bob Salah, but it's going to be whenever you get into a high scoring game like this, defense really doesn't matter anyway. So I don't really expect it to go until the very, very end, but I expect this to be a decently high scoring game, mid to high 20s at least.
See, I found myself watching the 49ers a couple weeks in a row, thinking to myself, like, how do they have the record that they do with all the injuries that they have? And don't get me wrong, Mac Jones has stepped up like wonderfully, but truly, I believe that it's their defense. Maybe probably Bob Salah and the coaching changes has a lot to do with it, but Fred Warner in particular
Yep, still a
is
man, still a
dude.
dude.
He's still a master on the field. Like he has mastered the middle linebacker, quarterback of the defense type of role. And I saw that Bobby Wagner actually like leads the NFL in tackles right now, and Fred Warner's in the top five. I don't know if he's right behind him or, but the difference there is Bobby Wagner's on a fairly poor defense, and he's just kind of playing cleanup. Like he's getting a lot of tackles because he's usually in good positions. Fred Warner has as many tackles as he does because he is commanding the field out there. And I'm not trying to take too much away from Bobby Wagner because he's also an elite level middle linebacker, but he's just not doing what Fred Warner does, and it's showing with the records that their teams have. Like Washington doesn't have a terrible record, but the 49ers only have one loss. So Fred Warner has stepped up even further in his role in the absence of Brock Purdy and the problems that they're having on offense. Their defense is really keeping them in all of these games. Holding the Rams, Matt Stafford is like leading the league in passing yards. They're holding the Rams to 20 points. That's a pretty good job.
I think Bob Salah is the biggest difference that they've made in the whole entire offseason. Does not matter what players they signed, what players left them. Old Bob Salah is the defensive coordinator for
But
the
who's
San
still
Francisco
there?
49ers.
Fred Warner's still a dog. And I hate the 49ers, but Fred Warner is amazing at what he does.
Their defense is really good. I am very surprised at how well they've been able to stay in games, given all the injuries that have happened on the offensive side, and all kudos goes to that defense. I think this week is where the buck stops, and maybe it picks back up somewhere else along the season. But for this week and this week alone, it at least stops for the 49ers because
It'll
they're
be one of
running
the
into
tougher
a
tests
dog
that they
in
have this season, man. The
Baker
Bucs
Mayfield.
offense is something I love.
I don't think this game is going to be necessarily close, regardless if they have Bucky Irving or not. Um, Sean,
Puka is
I
top
know,
five in receiving yards for the season so far. That's
um,
crazy.
it is, and Sean, I know you're joking about
But they
Baker, but a
just saw
lot of people
Puka.
are finally coming around on him being elite, where I have always thought Baker has lived. Over the last couple of seasons, he is on par statistically, if not better than Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson from a passing standpoint in terms of yards, touchdowns, completion percentage, QBR. He is up there
Better
with
than
those
Pat, but
guys.
not as good as Josh Allen and Lamar.
I'm just combined stats over a multitude of seasons. He is up there in that realm of what has been taking place. Statistically, he's legitimately on par. It is very close.
No, man,
And
he's just the biggest dog in the NFL
what
right now.
what he's doing this
Biggest
season
dog.
is incredible. As well, he is third in MVP odds at the moment. He has the third best odds. If you look at any sports book out there, he is third best odds of
With a
anyone.
hurt biceps right now too as well.
And he'll go out there and he'll give it to you every single game, whether his defense is not holding up their end of the deal. Look at last week was going on with the Seahawks. His defense played a mediocre game, and he was still able to go out every single drive and put something together. And um, I expect him to continue to do so this year. This is honestly looking at Tampa. They maybe I wouldn't say like winning the Super Bowl favorites, but they should be favorites out of the NFC to make it. I think it's between them and probably the Eagles and then there's the field.
They're favorites to lose to the Commanders in the playoffs for the second year in a row, so take
Commanders
it
are
easy
probably
there.
not even making the playoffs. Calm down.
We'll see. NFC's not that good.
I think the NFC is all very muddled and kind of close. So I think there's more. I think the AFC is top heavy and bottom heavy, and I think there's more competition, respect like in their own division in their own conference in the NFC.
Yeah, I agree, but I think it's time for the next game of the week.
But so my game of the week was I did feel like I had slim pickings. Okay, I didn't have much to work with, and the NFL season has just been crazy. The Jags beat us. I guess maybe some of y'all out there saw this coming because you hate the Chiefs, but the Giants beat the Chargers with Jackson Dart and turn around and lose it. Like the this year is crazy. There's no undefeated
Right.
teams. The Patriots beat the Bills. What's going on? I'm going with a game that should be a safe pick this week, as it's gonna be a solid game. These are two teams with positive records. Seahawks, Jaguars. Seahawks offense has been fun. Jaguars defense leads the league in turnovers. Uh, so I think that matchup will be. I hate Trevor Lawrence, so I don't really want to talk about the Jags
Bro,
offense. But
bro just
Travis
had his
Hunter, man.
Bro just had his Duval moment. He just had the head bob in there and was just thinking Duval the whole time.
like,
What
and
was
I'm
that?
still bitter about the loss. So like, I don't want to hype up the Jaguars, dude. I don't want to. And but yeah, Jags Seahawks should be a good game. It's in Jacksonville. So we have a West Coast team going to the East Coast. So we'll see how that affects the Seahawks. But I got JSN on one of my fantasy teams, so I'd like to see him do well. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
this is the week that we're going to see a crazy Travis Hunter interception. I'm calling it right
How many
now.
how many weeks in a
You
row are you
called
going to
it.
call
I mean,
this?
you can't just keep calling it every
Hey,
week and say like, "Hey, bro."
this is 2 weeks that in a row now that
It's
I've
too.
called it. Did he or did he not kind of go off
He's
on
not.
offense
He's
last week?
not gonna be rookie of the year on either side of the ball, my friend.
There's still a lot of weeks left, man. A lot of
There
weeks left.
is, but he's just not gonna happen.
He-
You know, let's move on from Travis Hunter because he's not doing anything. Let's go to a guy who had a fantastic rookie season,
A
started
guy.
off this season
now
really
here's a
poorly,
guy.
and now in one game, so we've got a very small sample size, but played very very well against the Kansas City Chiefs and Brian Thomas Jr. So, or what it like what is this going to continue? Do we think that this continues? They clearly did a lot of work in the week building up to the Chiefs game, and he played fantastic. Honestly, Trevor Lawrence was throwing some dimes to him. There's a couple of balls that
I
really
hated it.
should not have gotten through. Fantastic passes, poor on the defensive side, some great catches as well. Do we think that BTJ can continue going forward this season, or was it just one game this season?
What time is the game being played at again?
Let's see.
Probably noon.
I
I
think this is
believe
a
it's
noon
a
game.
I believe it's a nooner.
Yeah, I don't
It
think
is a
this is going to
nooner.
continue. I think his struggles are during the noon hour. He needs the prime time to actually show out. He will make some
He's
catches, but he will have some more drops as well too
you're
going
you're
on.
saying he's the Kirk Cousins of receivers.
Is reverse Kirk Cousins of receivers. He needs the prime time.
Yeah, there we go.
Kirk
Yeah,
Cousins thrived at the noon hour.
that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. The reverse Kirk. That's not good for the Jags because they play a lot of games at noon.
A
Which
lot
is
of
why
games.
he's like it's a trap. You play in Jacksonville and you will suck. Trevor
Or it's just
Lawrence.
Shane Waldron.
No, it's also Trevor Lawrence. Dude, I
Mostly
cannot.
Trevor.
I can't. He fell down. Honestly, he fell down, dude. Like
That's
We
something
can
that
talk.
happens to
We can
old Chiefs, man.
that's let's talk about that for a minute because it happened to the Chiefs, but it's not only in the game against the Chiefs where he's had like really shaky performance. I think that's a fair criticism. And going against the Seattle Seahawks, who have shown capabilities of capitalizing on such moments, um, there were multiple times throughout the game where Trevor Lawrence looked like he was lost in all of the sauce. It didn't like how many delay of game penalties did he get? How
that
many
Oh,
how many
was wild. Yeah.
how many times did he have to snap the ball with 1 second left because they're trying to change the play? It looked like he couldn't understand defensive concepts of trying to find exactly where the blitz was coming from or who was covering what or what coverage was out there. He looked like he was having a horrid time more than I've seen him in other games, but it's happened other times as well. That's not a good look going throughout the rest of the season. And again, against a team like the Seahawks, who has shown that they can capitalize on those opportunities.
Well, I thought our defense had shown that we could capitalize on
Not this
on
season.
things like that. But he played well enough to pull it off. Like, I mean, he still put the ball up there. Like, I mean, he might have gotten bailed out by his receivers once or twice, but you think the Seahawks secondary is that much better than ours?
I think they'll play better than ours did.
I also they have a better. I think they have a better pass rush. Like, yeah, we've got Chris Jones, but across the board, I think they have a better pass rush. It's not like that offensive line for the Jacksonville Jaguars is very good. I think if you can combine a solid pass rush with, even if they do have a lesser secondary than the Kansas City Chiefs, if you can put pressure on Trevor Lawrence when he's already lost and can't read a coverage, I think that bodes a little bit better for the Seahawks to be able to capitalize on some of these aspects of where Trevor Lawrence is clearly lacking. Not only like he looked like a rookie in his first game, getting the delay of game penalties and not really understanding the what is going on
But
across
he
the
won
ball
the
from
game.
him. He did, but I think the Seahawks defense is going to be able to capitalize against that.
You would think so, especially after watching what happened with
He
our
just he
defense this
just got
past
he
week.
just got
Like,
a win against a team
A
that
bad
some
Chiefs
people
defense.
have they consider the best defensive coordinator in the NFL. Like some people hold Spags that highly in
They
the league.
do, but
So
the Chiefs are 20th in points per drive and 23rd in yards per drive. So
not the worst.
bottom half.
Not the worst, though.
My game of the week, it is going to be a Monday night football game, the second
Monday
of a
night.
doubleheader. I'm excited to watch this games. It's Bears Commanders. We got the Hail Mary to finish off that game last season. The Commies at home are 4.5 point favorites. I think that line is still a little too large on the Commies side. Bears have been able to put it together a little bit this season with Ben Johnson at the helm. Um, they're
No,
going to
they
have a
haven't.
little bit of extended time. What's that?
I said no, they haven't.
They have been able to put it together. They've gotten more wins so far through the season than they had at this point last season without Ben Johnson at the
Congratulations.
helm. I Defensively they're much stronger. I think they have a little bit better run game, some concepts going on, and the commies are injured on the defensive side. They're injured on the offensive side. I still don't think they're going to have Scary Terry back. Jayden Daniels first game back from injury.
Second game.
Little,
Second
did he
game.
play last week?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
he
they
beat a
won.
playoff team last week, something that you said
Uh,
he can't do.
Oh yeah, it was the Chargers,
Yeah.
media barely a playoff team, and injured. So we'll see what he can do against a non-playoff team. But I think it's going to be an exciting game. The ball will be thrown quite a bit. I'd say take the over on yards for both quarterbacks if you can. I think it
So
should
you're
be a fun
saying
game.
start Caleb Williams
I do agree. Caleb Williams should start because the commies defense is horrible.
They give up a lot of pass yards.
a lot. I
They were
like this
able
so
to they were
far.
able to stifle the Chargers last week because of that bad offensive line. I think the Bears are getting something together here, and Caleb Williams is pretty mobile. They'll be able to get something cooking for the Chicago Bears.
Do you think this game comes down to another situation for a Hail Mary, or do you think it's going to be more or less a field goal, like they're tied towards the end instead of trying to overtake the lead from somebody else? Do you think it's going to be that
I
close of
think
a game?
I think the 4.5 is going to be too much, but that doesn't mean that a Hail Mary situation won't be needed in a 4 point game. So absolutely, I think it could come down to a Hail Mary situation. I don't think whoever has the ball on the last drive within the last couple seconds will be that far away to need necessarily a Hail Mary to get it done.
I think the team
Maybe a deep
that,
pass, but not a Hail Mary.
yeah, I agree with that. That'll be a very exciting game, especially on Monday night. I think that'll be the one game. What's the other Monday night game?
The other
Do you know
Monday
right
night
now?
game in the 6 o'clock hour is Bills Falcons.
So yeah, that will be the shit game. You're gonna want to skip over to this game to actually watch a good game. So at least we
Absolutely.
have that
Because
for
the
Monday
other
night.
Bill Krosky Merritt is going to be going off in this game.
I
I don't.
wouldn't. I wouldn't. I would not bet
I
on that.
wouldn't. It's gonna. They're
It,
into a rhythm now. Like
he had his
they
coming
just had
out
a
party
good
last
game.
week.
He
They're coming
did, but
back home.
what are we talking
What
about? This is a
The
running
Bears
back
have a
by
terrible
committee.
run
Hang
defense.
on, I get that. I
It's really
get that.
not though.
It's not that
Bill
horrible.
had like all the touches last week.
Boo, boo,
Yeah,
boo,
and then
boo,
who had the
boo.
touches the week before, and who had the touches the week before that? It is a running back by committee. The week before that,
No,
it
because the
was
week before
Jeremy
that it
McNichols. The
was
week
split.
or
But
It
so
was
leave.
split. It's been split the
You
previous
the
know,
weeks
week
before
before
this pretty
this
well.
the week before this past week,
Chris
it
Rodriguez
was
was
it
only
was
getting
Chris
touches.
Rodriguez.
Chris
The
Rodriguez
week
was only
before
getting
that, it
touches
was
at the end
Jeremy
of the game.
McNichols.
It was all
Or the
Bill.
first
Like
quarter. It
you
was
didn't
first
watch the
quarter.
game if you don't think
It
like
they don't
come on.
they're very much like the Chiefs. They
They're getting
don't
into
ride
a
the hot
rhythm, and the
hand. They
Bears
just give
don't have a
everybody
run
split
defense.
carries.
Bill is going to
The
go
commies
off this
defense
week.
is going to do just enough,
All right,
and
I'm going to
it's
start
not
him.
the the score is going to be plus 2 touchdowns.
Last week, Jayden Daniels was back. That was the first week that Jayden and Bill really got to play together with Bill being used to the offense. So guess what happened last week with that? Bill went
He
off. Second week.
CD Lamb is probably going to be out, so okay, I will play him in my other flex spot. And if it
There you go.
fails,
That's not
yelling at
my
the
tip.
both of
That's
you,
Tybo. That's Tybo's tip.
yelling at the both of you.
I piggyback off that.
Bill's locked in my lineup right now, dude.
That's not my just the tip. That's
Locked.
Tybo's. Remember that for whenever he's back on this.
The Bears run defense specifically is not good. So like if all they have to do is run the ball to be up in this game, like Jayden Daniels is going to take care of it. It'll be just fine.
Bill better have a great game, or I'm gonna get you guys
Why are you so nervous that he won't have a great game?
because I
It's
don't believe in
Bill.
the commies.
The Bears defense isn't good.
A
I
terrible
feel
run defense.
Jeremy McNichols is going to have like 30 touches this game, and Bill's
No.
going to be sitting on the
No.
sideline.
No.
None of their running backs get more than 10 touches a game, even by committee. Chris Rodriguez gets lucky if he gets 5. Why are you
I
not
just don't.
trusting Bill?
Because I don't trust the commies.
You should trust JD5 and Bill.
Bill.
Man, let's get to Sunday night's game. I'm after this past week. How are we feeling?
I'll be
I,
there.
I gave I gave I, I gave some stats. Defensively, we're 20th in points per drive. We're 23rd in yards per drive. That's given up. Offensively, it's fantastic. We're second in points per drive. We're third in yards per drive. We've talked about how bad the pass rush has been. Derrick Nnadi is ranked 119th out of 119 defensive tackles, and he is our starting defensive tackle right next to Chris Jones. We
Why
gave
did we
up.
bring him back?
We traded for him, and
I
don't
know.
forget we cut Hershawn Wharton, who is currently 71st out of 119.
That makes no
I don't
sense.
know.
I and why you wanted to talk about earlier in the show there, Sean, that a lot of people regard Spags as one of the best defensive coordinators. I didn't
I
like him
said
when he
That's
came
Tybo.
in. Or
That's Tybo.
Tybo, you said that. I didn't like him when he came in. He's changed my mind. I still he's very good. I still have some cautionary items around him, but you've got that issue.
cautionary
You've
items.
you've got the way that we're performing, and then you've got Nohl Williams, who's the number one ranked DB in the league by the metrics that he's been able to put up, and yet he's still struggling to get more than like 8 snaps at most in a game. And we're giving up 300 and some odd yards passing. We're giving up 200 here. We're giving up touchdowns there. He's played up against two or three of the best receivers on teams that we've gone against, some of the best in the league, and he's given up 1 reception for 10 yards. He's broken up the rest, or they're just not targeted because of how good he is. What is the point of this defense? What are we doing?
Save him for those very big moments against those really good receivers. That's essentially what they're doing right here. So I'm expecting him to play against Amon-Ra St. Brown this week. I expect him to have at least 20 snaps this weekend. especially after having what, four this past week.
20 is too low. 20 is too low for him. He needs to be playing.
He
He
hasn't
needs to
had
be
more
out
than
there.
he hasn't had more than 25 snaps all season though.
Don't care. Because listen, here's the issue: is we're playing McDuffie on the outside, and then we're playing Jalen Watson on the other side, and we've got Chamari Connor who's coming in to play the slot, which is where McDuffie is best at. So why are we not taking out Chamari Connor and putting Nohl Williams on the outside so that Trent McDuffie can play his preferred and better position in covering the slot, where also Amon-Ra St. Brown will be.
That's
He,
facts,
li-
man.
he
I don't
lines up
know.
I mean,
there 80%,
call
80
him and
plus
call
percent
him
of
and
the
ask
time.
him, dude. Like you got to figure it out, dude. I,
This is on you now.
but look,
I just
I
I don't get
honestly
it.
I think on both sides of the ball, I believe in the team's ability to bounce back. Like Chris Jones, while he doesn't have the stats um this season, like he's only got 4 tackles. I don't know, he might have a sack or two, but the
Two and a
stats
half.
for him really aren't there. I believe outside of recorded pressures, like I mean, I feel like he's still influencing a lot of plays, but we have I think increasingly seen him take plays off. Um,
Big plays off.
it's tough to talk about him in a time like this when it comes to losing a family member. But I like I said, I believe in both sides of the ball and these guys' ability to bounce back. It's a tough situation when you lose a game that you probably expect to win. We're 2-3 now, and every game should feel like a playoff game from here on out. Like
It's two.
if we don't put more in the W column, we might miss the playoffs, man. Like
For
it's
comfortability, I'm giving us like we for comfortability purposes in making the playoffs and having seeding wise, we've got one more loss in us the rest of the season. For comfortability purposes, we've got one more loss in us the rest of the season. If you lose more than one more game the rest of the season, it starts to become very uncomfortable in terms of being like making the playoffs and in terms of seeding.
One more game and be a 13-4 team. That's pretty
I'm no, no,
hard
no.
for
I'm saying
seeding
no,
in
no, no.
playoffs.
I'm saying for comfortability. You start losing more than 4 games, it starts to become there's going to be some uncomfortableness that comes from it in
Oh
terms
yeah, yeah, yeah.
of seeding and whatnot, because you're going to have two teams coming out of, I believe at this point in time, we've got two teams coming out of the East. You have one team coming out of the North. You've got two teams coming out of the South, and then you'll have two teams coming out of the West. And obviously the Chargers have their health issues, but they can always be scary. The Broncos just beat the Eagles. I think that's a team to worry about as well. Where we're sitting right now with how we're playing, we're going to have to one more game for comfortability purposes with what's going on inside the AFC West right now. That's the comfortability purpose going on.
how many times has he said comfortability?
I lost track.
That's a
I
fine.
was tranced.
Um, but like it's a tough team to have a bounce back game against. The Lions are a rough matchup to say we need to have a bounce back week because regardless of how comfortable Ty Bob is, I don't want to be 2-4, dude. 2-4 looks ugly as hell.
It's been quite a few years since we've seen a 2-4 record as well,
Yeah.
too. So don't take us back there.
It doesn't feel
Don't
good.
do it.
I'd say that. Offensively, I think we'll be able to keep up with these guys. Like if it goes back to what was it, 2018, 2019 against the Rams where Jared Goff, Patrick Mahomes put up 60 points each. Like if I feel comfortable enough that we can do that given the injuries
We
that
lost
the
that
Lions
game.
have. Yes, we did. Hopefully we can come out on the other side of it if that's what it turns into. But I think that like if that's the way that the game is going, I think we can. I think we have the ability to do that. Regardless if Xavier Worthy is going to play or not, I think we can compete at that level offensively. Defensively is where the guys are going to have to step up because their offense is way too good. But defensively, the Lions are injured in the secondary. I think they're down to the cornerback 4 and cornerback 5 are going to be their starters. We'll be fine with Patrick Mahomes. He's on pace to have nearly a career year. He's just on pace for just under 5,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, and he is on pace to rush for another 1,000 yards as well. So he can put up
That would
he's
be
putting up some
nuts if
big
he
numbers.
rushes for 1,000, dude. I
It will be
swear,
gross.
man.
It will be gross.
I mean, oh, man.
Is he still the leading rusher on the team right now?
I think
Yes,
so.
by
Yeah,
and
I thought
large,
so.
it's not even
Yeah.
close.
Now, I think Patrick can definitely shred up that secondary that the Lions have, but how is that right side of the offensive line going to handle up against the Lions' rush defense?
That's a very valid question.
Thank you. Thank you.
Juwan Taylor had a pretty good week last week against the Jags, and they've got a
Still
pretty
had
decent.
a still had a penalty or two though, right?
That no, he was given one penalty that was not his fault. It was the one penalty was lining up incorrectly, and it was Tyquan
Receiver's fault.
Thornton
Yeah.
who left him uncovered. He did not have a penalty last week, which is the first time this season.
Crazy.
And maybe he doesn't get a penalty this week. We'll be able to tell early if it's going to be a Jalen Moore game because he's going up against a really solid pass rush. We're going to be
Stop
having
it.
a tight end
Stop it.
on
You
that
know it's not a
side.
Jalen Moore game. Stop.
It could be. It very well could
It's
be.
not. It's not going to be a Jalen Moore game. Just stop.
I'd like to see it.
I would too. I would love to see it, especially if Jawan keeps having those penalties. But they're not going to get put or bench Jawan right now unless he's hurt.
You've given me an idea.
Okay, bud.
Dude, he's calling Aiden Hudson like a
Bro, come on, Aiden.
some
Aiden,
brat.
Bite
come
a
on.
kneecap, bro. Bite a kneecap.
Dan Campbell's
Specifically
already
Jawan's.
telling him that, so like I don't. That would just be redundant.
He's telling him to bite the
Yeah, thanks,
quarterback's
man.
knee. I'm telling him to bite the right tackle's knee.
Go Chiefs.
Wow. That's it. That's all the analysis that these two boys have. Appreciate it.
I mean, I feel like it was fairly extensive.
I was waiting for Tybo to get in there and do something.
Do something, man.
So what I'm waiting on the defense to do. Get in there and do something.
Anything. Anything at all.
Is Omar Norman Lott going to be healthy for this game? We obviously haven't. He hasn't gotten a ton of snaps. It's kind of in the same situation as Nohl Williams, but I think he was out last game due to an illness. We think he's going to be back this week. Can we get some snaps out of the man?
If he was out
Seeing that
for an
Derrick
illness,
Nnadi is
yeah.
ranked so terribly, yeah, we should.
Should, even if he's
Now's
sick,
the time.
put him out there.
Yeah,
If
screw
he's
it.
if he's sick, maybe he gets the other team's offensive lineman sick. Like
Josh Simmons was sick this past week and he was fine.
Played really well.
play him, Spags.
Do it.
Go Chiefs.
Pick him.
This guy,
Forgetting.
this guy hates this. All right. Chiefs at home against the Lions. Sunday night football. Are 2.5-point favorites. I'm gonna take the Chiefs.
No, you're not. You cannot tell
That's
me
a
with
lie.
realistic.
That's a
Have it
lie.
written. Have it written right here. Taking the Chiefs. I don't trust the Lions secondary.
The Lions aren't the Bills. It makes sense. I get it.
The Lions are not
Chiefs
the
all
Bills.
day.
I am a Bills fan.
Call it, Tommy.
Yeah. Chiefs.
All right. That covers Sunday night football. So let's get to the rest of the slate for Pick'em here.
We're gonna have a gritty 3-3 on our hands, man. A gritty 3-3.
Ready 3-3.
The worst 3-3 possible because we lost to the freaking Jaguars, dude. Trevor Lawrence aggravates the out of me, dude.
He has to after the
He
after
fell
last week.
down. He fell down, bro, and beat
And
us.
got up.
He fell down and beat us.
He fell down, got up, fell down again, got up, and then ran. Thursday night
Anyways,
football we've got going this week. It is Eagles versus Giants at MetLife. Giants at home are 7-point dogs. We've all taken the Eagles here. So let's get to our London game on Sunday, 8:30 a.m. Central Time. We've got the Denver Broncos. They will be playing the Jets, who are the home team here, and 7.5-point dogs. Oof.
mm,
I still have to take the Broncos. The Jets have burned me too many times. I don't think I can pick them a single time this season.
yeah, going overseas to London, that's not what you want to see, especially with the Jets. Go ahead and give me the donkeys.
Damn. I was hoping at least one of us would take the Jets, but I just don't think it's a smart move. I'll take the Broncos.
Starting off our noon slate of games on Sunday, we've got the Arizona Cardinals heading to Indianapolis, taking on Danny Dimes and the Colts. He's deserving of that name this year. They are 7-point favorites at home. I will be taking the Colts.
Give me one of those weeks. Yeah. Sit Kyler Murray this week for a reason. Go ahead and give me the Colts.
That's your
Nice voice
second voice
crack.
crack of
Deal with it, bitch. Leave me alone. I can't even
Oh,
exist
dude.
over here. I can't even exist.
I-
Oh,
you can't exist if you think Travis Hunter is still going to be offensive and defensive rookie of the year.
I just can't
I
exist
guess
now.
I'll take the Colts. We're going to keep the picks the same. Let's go.
Wow.
It's real chalky this week.
Next up, we've got the Cowboys heading to North Carolina into Charlotte, taking on the Panthers, who are 3-point dogs at home, coming off a big win against the Miami Dolphins. Rico Dowdle looked good.
Deco
Start him.
Rowdle?
Hmm.
Mm.
How do I feel about this game?
How do you
CD will
feel?
probably not be back. Cowboys defense,
They
not
still got
so
George
good.
Pickens take.
Oh, you know what? Give me the Cowboys.
He's taking the
Oh my
boys.
God. You suck. I was getting ready to go off for it. CD, DVD, doesn't matter. Cowboys in three.
You
What?
have Rico starting. What do you mean? Why are you
Yeah,
taking
That
the
doesn't
I'll
mean
take
the
the
Cowboys?
Cowboys
Panthers.
can't
I'll go
win.
ahead and take the Panthers just to switch it up for the first time
Are
this
you
week. I'll
serious?
take the
Just
Panthers.
because you start one player doesn't mean you have to pick their team to win. They can still
I'll
have a
take
fantastic week and
I'll
lose.
take the Panthers.
You had
Next up
Rico
in the
Dowdle
noon
I'll
hour.
starting. What are
I'll
you
take
doing picking the Cowboys?
Shut up.
Next up in the noon hour, it is our game to watch. The Los Angeles Chargers head to the East Coast, down to Miami, taking on the Dolphins, who are 4.5-point dogs at home. I'm taking the Dolphins to cover.
Yeah, this is a tough one since it is not against the AFC West, but I think this is the week they do it. Go ahead and give me the Chargers.
I'll go Dolphins.
Next up, we've
Close
got
game. Field goal decides it. It's within the spread. So
There you go.
Dolphins are
You
the
finally know.
correct.
hey, this guy
You
learned to
know.
spread in 2 seasons. It took him a full season and 5 weeks to learn it. I like that. Next up at noon, we've got the Rams. They're heading into Baltimore, taking on the Ravens, who are 7.5-point dogs at home. No Lamar, no whatever. Give me the Rams.
Yeah, they burned me bad last week. I'm not going to let that happen again. Go ahead and give me the Rams.
No, I wasn't listening. My dogs distracted me.
Rams, Ravens, they're 7.5-point
Rams,
dogs at home.
Ravens, and it's still Cooper Rush.
Yep.
Yep.
7.
And a half.
Do it. Do it.
No, the Ravens defense sucks. I'll take the Rams.
Yeah.
Next up in the noon hour, we've got the Browns heading to Pittsburgh, taking on the Steelers, who are 5.5-point favorites at home. Spread's way too big for the AFC North. Give me the Browns.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is going to get a taste of the really nasty, ugly AFC North football games, and this week specifically, going to give me the Browns as well.
I'll take the Steelers.
No analysis, just
Easy
all right,
pick.
Nope.
just picking off vibes. All right. Couple games left here in the noon hour. We've got the New England Patriots off a big win against the Bills. They're heading down south to New Orleans, taking on the Saints, who are 3.5 point dogs at home. I think it's another week for the Pats. And if you have Stephon Diggs, start him.
Interesting piece of advice there. Saints are coming off a big win as well, their first one of the season. That does not continue with
Last one
Spencer
as well.
Rattler. There's not going to be even close to being in this game with the Patriots. Give me the Pats and Drake May by 5 minimum.
I'm also taking the Pats.
I guess. So.
Straight vibes.
Last game at noon, we've got the first game of the week. We've got the Seattle Seahawks heading to Jacksonville, taking on the Jaguars. Just one against the Chiefs, and they are 1.5 point favorites at home. I like the Hawks in this game. I do. I think defensively they'll be able to put up a little bit better defense than the Chiefs did. Sam Darnold's looking really strong. I like the Hawks here.
I did like the Hawks a lot until you said that. But this is a West Coast team going East Coast, so I'm going to go ahead and have to go with the Jags here.
Seahawks.
West Coast teams do much better going east than east to west, by the way.
I don't give a shit. It's a new year.
Good response.
First game in the 3 o'clock hour. This is the shit game of the week. We've got the Tennessee Titans heading into Las Vegas, taking on the Raiders, who are 4.5 point favorites at home. Probably the only time it'll happen this season. Give me the Raiders.
Surprise pick there. Raiders are ass. Geno Smith is ass. Give me the Titans
Or
in
the
this one.
Titans. Their quarterback even said it. We're ass.
Did they win last week against the Cardinals?
Keep it a buck.
In
We
the
ass.
worst possible way ever? Yeah, they did, but
I I'll take the Raiders. You said the Raiders are at home, right?
Yep.
the Raiders
I'll
are
take the
ass.
Raiders.
Ass.
At the 3:25 hour, this is going to be a really bad game, fellas. And a large spread. We've got the Bengals with new quarterback Joe Flacco.
Elite.
They're headed into Green Bay, taking on the Packers, who are 14-point favorites.
Holy cow, dude.
14-point
Oh.
favorites. And I think they'll do it. Give me the Pack.
Oh, they're gonna do it so easily. Packers all day.
Joe Flacco beat him once.
He can't
It
do
won't
it
be
again.
14 points at the very least. Give me the Bengals and Joe Flacco.
Last game at 3:25, we've got our second game of the week. It is the 49ers who are heading to Tampa Bay, taking on the Bucs. We're 3-point favorites at home. It's not even a question. Baker Mayfield wins this one by far more than 3.
I don't know about far more by 3, but definitely more than 3. Give me the Bucs.
Jordan
Who scores?
Farmore. Remember that
Whoa,
basketball player?
That's a deep cut.
That's a deep
Deep
Bucs.
cut.
I'll go Bucs.
This is going to be a tightly contested week, as we have only got like 3 games that are different. So love this.
That's not true.
Fair. All right. First game on Monday night, we've got at 6:15 Central Time. We've got the Bills heading down to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, taking on the Falcons in Atlanta, who are 4.5-point dogs at home. Bills coming off of a bad loss to the Patriots in the division. Falcons coming off of a bye week, very early bye week for the Falcons. And I think they can At least keep it close. Give me the Falcons.
Jesus Christ, dude. I want to
Yes.
pick different than you every single
Then pick
time, but
different
you
than
just
me. Then
can't.
I'm
I
picking first. I'm picking first. You
you're a Bills
pick
super
differently.
fan. You're a Bills super fan. What am I supposed to do against that?
Only when they play the Chiefs.
The Bills absolutely have a horrid run defense. The Falcons are going to run all over them, and they're going to actually keep it close. Go Birds.
I, Bills bounce back week. Go Bills. What?
Oh,
Oh, this guy? New
What?
new Bills super fan? Third and final game of the week, final game of the week, Monday Night Football at
Monday
7:15. We've
night.
got Bears heading in to DC taking on or Virginia taking on the commies, who are 4.5 point
Virginia.
favorites at home. New stadium incoming for the commies as well in DC in a year, maybe two from now. But that doesn't matter this week because the Bears are going to destroy the commies and the stadium they're currently in.
I'm sorry. Did you say destroy? There's no way that's going to
Take it to the
happen.
bank.
Give me the commies.
No.
You know
Whenever he
how
says
that
that, it's never
you know how
true. It's never true. I'll take the commies. I'll take the commies.
that easy pick.
You guys just are Caleb Williams haters. That's it.
Kind
I told you
of.
to start him this week. What do you mean?
Just haters all
You're
around.
bald.
You sound
Got
like the
him.
old intern in my office. Just run around and yell, "You're bald," 50 times a day.
Yeah.
Literally.
How many
They
times
want
did
to
I
make
say it
sure
on the
you knew.
podcast today?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Once.
Not enough.
What have you not said on the
What?
podcast today? To Ty Bob? You're bald?
Until next time,
Phyllis.
go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.